He thrusted on her just a little bit too hard. He should have known what he was doing. He should have known how far to move and the distancing and so on and so forth. You would think, right? It's happening in front of people's eyes. And there's not even one person that's going to stand up and say, actually, this was funny. Just even a little bit, a tad bit funny. Nobody can come out and say this was funny. It's weird. But apparently, allegedly, it is said that it is not the first time that she has claimed that she has been SA'd on set. It's crazy. Or is it a situation of after people watched that scene, people said things about her? You know how some people are. They actually believe what they are watching on screen. Some people don't actually believe that it's just acting. They think it's real life. And maybe she caught a feeling, or I don't know. She was embarrassed about that scene. I don't know. Or was she embarrassed because in that moment she felt a little bit sexy during that scene? Some people, I'm not saying that she is, but some people have fetishes of that kind of thing. Could that be the case? I don't know. What I'm saying is, when it comes to acting and agreeing to doing such a role, how far can you actually go to say SA? How far?
The people who are there, the production company who investigated themselves, are saying that nobody saw it because people were on the other side of the camera. Mina, I believe somebody saw it, but I think they're not going to come up because they want to keep their work.
I'm not a cowboy. Listen, I'm gonna make you sweat, make you wet, make you wet, wet, wet. I'm gonna make you scared, little baby, pissing in your pressure. Vault unlocked. Hello, what is up, you dazzling diamonds and the others? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda Kyle, and this is the Vault. Anyway, you guys, if you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on that thank you button. And before you guys leave out of here, please do drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Right, guys, I just returned, literally just plopped back into my body, yadi yadi. I told you guys, I feel like I was having a spiritual awakening every single day. I made a mistake the other day when I said to you, maybe I was wrong about you guys opening the third eye. Maybe you should do it so that you guys can wake up. Maybe don't do it. It's very, very hard. Okay, when you are on a continuous spiritual awakening, it's way too much. But I'm telling you this right now, and those who know. When you plop back into your body, yadi yadi, you plop back in. So I'm back, right? Anyway, let me thank my boss, YouTube, for sending me this really warm sweater for winter. Guys, oh, it is thick. It is comfortable. I got like an extra large type situation just in time for winter. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, BOSS. I appreciate it. It's really cute. I love it. But anyway, let's get into today's video. So in this video, you guys, art actually meets real life. It's dramatic. It's really winky wonky, right? During the recording of Red Ink in 2023, Nirvana says that she was SA'd on set by Ubongo Khoza. Wawa Wiwa. And this was actually during a grape scene. And this is why I say it's kind of really winky wonky, because she says that she was not raped or SA'd, assaulted
during a scene that is about Grape. Nirvana says that Ubonko SA'd her during this scene because he thrusted on her just a little bit too hard, or in a way that wasn't rehearsed. Now, before they actually performed the scene during recording, they actually rehearsed it. So he should have known what he was doing. He should have known how far to move and the distancing and so on and so forth. You would think, right? Now, I say that it's winky wonky because when you are in the act of this performance, I don't know. I don't know. This one is really touch and go. Usually, I will side with the apparent victim because this is something that I am so against. But when it comes to acting and a sexual scene, be it Grape or a loving sexual scene, it's like, okay, basically what I'm trying to say is, I don't know how true this allegation really is. And apparently, allegedly, Nirvana had a stunt double that could have taken a place in the scene. But she was the one that opted to say, no, I'll do the scene. I'm okay with it. Stunt double couldn't do it because apparently the stunt double was pregnant or whatever. I don't know what the situation was there. But she agreed to do the scene. She was comfortable enough to do the scene. They rehearsed the scene. Then they recorded and performed the scene in front of 12 other people or production people that were there. And there was no problem when they were recording it, right? I don't know, you guys. It's just really touch and go when it comes to you guys are performing the scene and you know what the scene is, and it's a sexual scene in nature. It is a Grape scene, and now you're coming out with the allegations that you were raped, or not raped, fully raped or penetrated rather, but you were assaulted, SA'd during the performance. Just on a logical standpoint, it's just like, I don't know how that could have possibly happened. You know, I'm not a Grape apologist, never have been, never will be. I just don't see how. I just personally don't. I could be wrong, but I just don't see how. This one, you guys, is really touch and go. But it just goes to show you, Uguti, miscommunication, verbally, even your body language, can land you in a serious situation. But Nakona, in this world, we do have a lot of scandalous people that claim things that didn't really happen. You understand what I mean? And I want to come back now to tell you why I'm saying this. I'm saying this because after she actually laid a complaint or pressed charges 2 weeks after this incident had happened, right? And then there was a board of obviously the people in production and what have you that went over the unedited video of that scene, and they saw no hard thrusting or any inappropriate interaction that Nirvana is claiming had happened to her, right? Nirvana says that in the scene it was said that they would have a wide shot when the Grape scene is about to happen, and then zoom in to maybe like their facial expressions just to relay or convey the message of what is happening, but not sure what is happening down below. And everybody that was there after the complaint was laid, or the complaint, to see if there was any weirdness, and also including the people that were actually on set. And everybody says that we didn't see any misconduct in this whole interaction. Nobody wants to. She then claimed people are probably scared to say something because they're scared to lose their jobs. But what if, because 12 people and everyone is saying, I did not see any of this happening. Everybody was like this live, it's happening in front of people's eyes. And there's not even one person that's going to stand up and say, actually, this was funny. Just even a little bit, a tad bit funny. Nobody can come out and say this was funny. It's weird. You must admit, it's weird. And if you were in that scene, right? Maybe you would have said, hey, whoa, you can't do that because it's cut. I've been on set before. There are many, many, many cuts in between scenes or within that scene. If you are feeling uncomfortable, you can say, whoa, wait, you're too close. This is not what we rehearsed. Can you just back it up a bit or something like that? But for her to let the whole scene continue without any verbal anything is kind of strange. Now, I don't know why she would lie if that is the case, but apparently, allegedly, it is said that it is not the first time that she has claimed that she has been SA'd on set. That kind of gives you a moment to be like, that's kind of weird. It's not the first time. You're doing this thing again. And then it makes you wonder, is she still working right now? Has there been other jobs that she's had after that? What is actually really going on? You understand what I mean? This happened in 2023, 2024. It's 2026 now. It's coming back now. Because actually, the cops did investigate the situation and they found nothing to say that she was actually SA'd on set. SA'd meaning sexually assaulted. It doesn't always mean just penetration, but in any kind of regard under the umbrella of sexual assault, which means that even the cops have reviewed tapes, just as the other criminals that had to then come back after the 2 weeks when you did report it, had to review it. And nobody is saying, okay, maybe that little move was weird, or he did thrust a bit too hard, or nobody's saying that. It's just her. It's just her. So I feel bad for her that she feels like she went through the situation. Me personally, find it hard to believe that it actually happened in the way that she's portraying it. You agreed to doing a sexual scene, a grape scene. That's why when I started this video, I said, when art meets reality, it's like, wow. You understand? It's crazy. Or is it a situation of after people watched that scene, people said things about her? You know how some people are. They actually believe what they are watching on screen. Some people don't actually believe that it's just acting. They think it's real life. And maybe she caught a feeling, or I don't know. She was embarrassed about that scene. I don't know. But she agreed to the scene. And it's so touch and go when it was a grape scene and now she's saying SA. And everybody that has reviewed the tapes, including the Popo, is saying there was no misconduct there. And then, of course, with people saying that this is not the first time that she has actually cried SA, kind of makes you wonder what the hell is going on over here. Could be a mental health situation. I really do feel sorry for her. That's as much as I can give from the depths of my soul. But to say that the man is guilty, I don't know. And given the circumstances of what was actually happening within that scene, I don't know. I really don't know. Konimpe off. And in this kind of case, we're not really going to know who was wrong, who was right. Only the people that actually saw the unedited footage can really say, and they are saying that this did not happen. It is the company trying to protect themselves? Does she maybe need to be re-evaluated for a mental illness type situation? I don't know. I'm not saying that she has one, but something funny is happening over here, and in my gut is telling me that it's not exactly as it seems. And yes, most of the time we want to believe the supposed victim, but then sometimes people fabricate information, or I don't know what happened in that moment for her to think that. And I don't take the excuse of people saying this guy is a father of daughters. Fathers of daughters do the same thing to their own daughters, so that doesn't really stick. But just given the evidence, it's like going back to the Nota case, where the girl was like, how are you going to advance my career? I won't speak, but how are you going to advance my career? Thinking that Nota can advance anyone's career. When he only did that with, who was that artist? That other artist. It's really winky wonky. Not to say that she thought that this guy would have advanced her career, but you know what I mean, right? I don't know, it's touch and go. I would like you guys to actually tell me in the comment section down below, what do you think actually really happened? With the 12 people that were actually on set, and they say we didn't see anything weird happening, with the fact that she agreed to doing the scene even though she had a stunt double, and they have physical, what is it, they have those coaches on set that would say, okay, keep this distance, what have you. They rehearsed it. Nobody saw anything funny, and then it was still reviewed after she laid a complaint. The cops still came back to come and review everything, and everybody's saying that this wasn't what you're saying it is. So what do you guys at Dazzling Diamonds actually think happened on that set? I don't even want to make it a situation of do we believe it, do we not? Do you think maybe there's a mental illness type situation happening over here? Because that could be the case, where she's remembering things how they didn't actually really happen. It took her 2 weeks to report it. Maybe she was scared. But how scared was she really if apparently she confronted him? And apparently he apologized. But was he apologizing to say, oh no, but we're acting. If I made you feel uncomfortable, I'm sorry. But not I'm sorry because I actually age you. Because in most cases, you will apologize. If somebody says you made me feel uncomfortable and you feel bad about the situation, you'll be like, I didn't realize. I'm so sorry about that. That was not my intention. So is that what it was? And if the cops are letting it go, then are saying there was no misconduct here, and the people that were live on set say there was no misconduct, why is it that she's the only person that actually thinks that this thing happened? Or was she embarrassed because in that moment she felt a little bit sexy during that scene? Some people, I'm not saying that she is, but some people have fetishes of that kind of thing. Could that be the case? And then felt bad about feeling that way, and so therefore it was dirty. I don't know. What I'm saying is, when it comes to acting and agreeing to doing such a role, How far can you actually go to say SA? How far? And there are coaches and producers and everybody's around. And then those people that were there saying no. She's saying that people are probably scared to come forward. Are they? Or is it just one of those notes type of situations? I don't know. Right? I wish her all the best, man. And I hope that she has taken steps to resolve the thoughts in her head and get healing for the situation. I don't know. I really don't know. However, I would like to know what your opinion is. So if you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And let me know in the comment section what you actually think went down. And do you guys think it's kind of winky wonky like I do? I don't think she's lying, and I don't think he's lying. I don't know what to think at this point. But all I'm saying is it is a really winky wonky type of situation. How do you really gauge when you are acting and also acting in a scene like that? However, I absolutely do feel sorry for her. Something is happening over there. And it's on. Someone need, right? Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And welcome back to you. And welcome back to me. I'm back in my body, baby. Yeah. Let's dazzle and shine.